Good morning, Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. The following is a safety briefing.
Yes. Finance. Pasensya. Bilis! Ay, anong bansa yan? Sekjen. Holding room doon ha. Bilis. Ano to pumasok? Anong bansa? North Korea. Okay, North Korea followed by Switzerland. New Zealand. Tapi dadaan mo muna. Sa nag-aabot dito.
Sir, 3 line na dito. 3.
Bilis.
Halo? Halo?
We request members of the audience to please turn off or switch their cell phones to silent mode for the duration of the program.
Ito.
We would like to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed invited foreign ministers and heads of delegation from Australia, Bangladesh, Canada, China,
Ambassador, good to see you. Good morning. Yes, sir. When can I get that?
We would like to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed invited foreign ministers and heads of delegation from Norway, Switzerland, Australia, Bangladesh, Canada, China, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, India, European Union, Japan, Mongolia, New Zealand, Pakistan, Papua New Guinea, Republic of Korea, Russia, Sri Lanka, Timor-Leste, United States of America.
Kaya pausap lang natin ng konti. Konti lang.
Sa kanila yan, sir. Oh, hindi ko alam.
Great. Oh, holding room. Procedure protocol.
Deputy Foreign Minister of Norway. State Secretary of Switzerland. Deputy Secretary of Australia. Foreign Minister of Bangladesh. Ambassador to ASEAN of Canada. Foreign Minister of China. Foreign Minister of Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Your Excellency, welcome. We're very pleased to have you here and to attend. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. My warm congratulations on the 50th anniversary of ASEAN and the role played by Philippine government. You know, I'm always invited to attend. We would be a good dialogue. Thank you very much.
Foreign Minister of India. High Representative of European Union. Foreign Minister of Japan. State Secretary of Mongolia. Foreign Minister of New Zealand. Head of Delegation of Pakistan. Head of Delegation of Papua New Guinea. Foreign Minister, Republic of Korea. Foreign Minister of Russia.
Thank you for your friendship.
Foreign Minister of Sri Lanka. Foreign Minister of Timor-Leste. Deputy Assistant Secretary of State of the United States of America. Secretary General of ASEAN. Foreign Minister of Brunei Darussalam. Foreign Minister of Cambodia. Foreign Minister of Indonesia. Foreign Minister of Lao PDR. Ambassador of Malaysia. Foreign Minister of Myanmar.
We would like to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed
Permanent Secretary of Singapore.
Hello, Pasay. Good to see you again. Congratulations for a very successful meeting.
Deputy Foreign Minister of Thailand. Foreign Minister of Vietnam.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's all stand to welcome the ASEAN Secretary General and the ASEAN Foreign Ministers and Heads of Delegation, Brunei Darussalam, the Kingdom of Cambodia, Republic of Indonesia, Lao People's Democratic Republic, Malaysia, the Republic of the Union of Myanmar, the Republic of Singapore, the Kingdom of Thailand, the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Let us all remain standing for the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Anthem, the ASEAN Way. Please be seated. To deliver his welcome remarks, Alan Peter S. Cayetano, Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Republic of the Philippines.
Love thy neighbor. President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, sir. Vice President Leni Robredo, former President Fidel V. Ramos, Senate President Aquilino Pimentel III, and the honorable members of the Senate, members of the House of Representatives, fellow foreign ministers and their delegations, members of the diplomatic corps, friends, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, magandang umaga po. Good morning to all of you. In the last few days, we have reminisced, we have marveled, we have celebrated, we have rejoiced on how an organization that the critics said will be dead when it is born, where critics says that it is doomed from the start, is now turning 50, or has now turned 50 today. Turning 50 with much to be proud of its goals of peace and stability, of creating an ASEAN centrality and community, proud on how it intends to meet those goals, consensus, and proud of its achievements. This was once a region marred by conflict and poverty, beset by difference in ideology, in culture, and different political systems. And yet, 5 decades later, we find ourselves living in peace, stability, prosperity, with ASEAN at the center of the evolving regional architecture. We have proven the critics wrong. But who could blame the critics at that time? Similar regions with far less problems ended up in conflict. Yet the ASEAN found its way. As we celebrate and rejoice, we cannot help but have both a sense of unease and a sense of hope for the next 50 years. I've been given the unique opportunity to have served the public for the last 25 years. And in the last 25 years of my public service, it's been in the political arena. In the political arena, everything you do or everything you advocate should be known to the public. If not, you can't push your advocacy, and worse, you won't get re-elected. That is the style in the public arena. But when President Rodrigo Roa Duterte announced to the Philippines that we will now be standing on our feet, that we will now be implementing an independent foreign policy, that the Philippines will have a loud but calming, firm but stabilizing voice in the international community, I could not say no to him. But working this past few months with professional diplomats is indeed a very unique honor. Much work is done quietly. A lot of times, people don't even know that the work is getting done. People enjoy the development, the progress, through the peace and stability that is a product of the work of the foreign ministers and diplomats that are seated in this room. As I look back at the 50 years and look at the mission impossible of the ASEAN, I tell myself now, anything is possible with the aid of the Almighty. Yet when I looked at our agenda for this ministerial meeting, when I looked at the sensitive issues, when I looked on how the varying national interests sometimes coincided, but a lot of times conflicted, in the language that people wanted, in the joint communique or in the other statements of ASEAN, whether to make a statement or whether not to make a statement, I sort of lost hope, to be honest. And then I told myself, how in the world can we find a consensus? Then Minister Retno sent me a text message saying that she has discussed with FM Anifa and with FM Min, and maybe we should meet before dinner. We met, Mr. President, after dinner, and our meeting lasted almost till midnight. We agreed to disagree. It was a night of passionate fighting for national interests and for our own views of how the ASEAN should proceed. But in the end, we agreed to digest the arguments and to sleep on it. The next day, instead of having the traditional retreat, we had lunch together, no senior officials, no secretariat, no rapporteurs, just us, the foreign ministers, and we found the ASEAN way of coming up with a consensus. Boldly, the foreign ministers spoke up about ASEAN centrality and about how our national interest has to give way to the regional interest. Thank you very much, foreign ministers. May we please show our appreciation to the ASEAN foreign ministers. In 2 hours, we have proven that consultation leads to consensus and consensus to cooperation. Yes, the ASEAN way. Moving forward and amidst a drastically changing world order of great challenge and great opportunity, we ask ourselves, how can we secure the future for our own people, for our own region? We do so with a paradigm that answers the challenges of the times. This paradigm must include shifting attitudes through change of mindsets. We should now start thinking less that I am a Filipino, I'm Vietnamese, I'm Thai, I'm Malaysian, I'm Chinese, I'm Japanese, I'm Korean, and start thinking, I am an ASEAN, I'm an Asian. A paradigm that creates the environment for cooperation and collaboration despite our own national interests and differences. And our ASEAN forefathers have given us the blueprint, the roadmap to perfect this paradigm. They gave us the 3 C's. Consultation, that leads to consensus, that leads to cooperation. We have always been associated with a regional organization since its inception that believes in these 3 C's. 50 years later, we have overcome the divisions, the fears, the hostilities of the past. We have brought 10 nations of Southeast Asia under a single ASEAN roof. We have used regional cooperation to promote growth, development, and integration. Brothers and sisters, to overcome the challenges and fully utilize the opportunities the next 50 years, ASEAN must build, bridge, and build on its gains and successes. Using the 3 C's of consensus, cooperation, and consultation, we march on to build a better future with the additional 3 C's: community, centrality, and connectivity. We need not be immobilized from the shock of rapid changes being felt around the world. However, it behooves ASEAN to choose to actively shape and secure its own future, from within and in partnership with our external partners. While the future that awaits our region remains a bright and prosperous one, we need to think more of we than I, more of a family, more than just being a family. We need to think that we are a community. More than a community, not just a nation, but a region. The Philippines, during and beyond its chairmanship of ASEAN, is ever ready to play its part in responding to today's imperatives and working with all partners in seeing the most important endeavors through. And our President, like the different Prime Ministers and Presidents, have directed the relevant agencies and departments to act and to go towards one identity, one vision, one community. As part of our chairmanship initiatives, I would like to acknowledge the Economic Research Institute for ASEAN and East Asia, or IREA, for working closely with the Philippines in producing a 5-volume book on ASEAN's 50 years of regional cooperation as one of the legacies of ASEAN's 50th year commemoration. Lastly, I'd like to salute the men and women behind the camera, the National Organizing Committee, and those who have worked so hard these past few months, quietly and without need for recognition. But through their determination and faith, they have made these meetings possible. Thank you, Executive Secretary Mgildia. Thank you, Ambassador Painor. And thank you to all. We would like our guests, our neighbors, our fellow ASEAN members, to go home with 3 things in their heart. First, the Filipino hospitality. As I said from the start, we are not only good neighbors, we love our neighbors. Neighbors are our family. Go home knowing that Filipinos love your nations and we are part of your family. Second, we'd like to send you off knowing that in your heart ASEAN will have one vision, one identity, and we will work out to have one community. And lastly, to quote from our chairman's theme, we go home as partners for change. We go home engaging, but also changing the world. Good morning. Maraming salamat. Our heartfelt gratitude to all of you.
As we continue with our program, please welcome our Master of Ceremonies, Miss Sam O.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a momentous occasion indeed as we come together as one to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the ASEAN. Through the following cultural program, we look back and pay tribute to the Founding Fathers. From their pioneering vision, we continue to promote economic growth, social progress, and cultural development in the Southeast Asian region through multilateral cooperation. The tremendous impact of these activities on each of our member states provides a roadmap for further engagement with non-ASEAN partners, which future generations can continue to promote and replicate. A 50th anniversary is a rare occasion and marks a half-century of commitment, cooperation, unity, and strength as one. The following performances fuse together elements of the past with the modernity of the present. We are what we are now because of our past. To start our celebrations, our ASEAN leaders would like to extend their greetings on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the ASEAN.
This is a fitting time to reflect on ASEAN's contribution to Southeast Asia's transformation into a stable and prosperous region of nations. In moving forward, it is important that we continue to strengthen these close relations and further uphold our solidarity in addressing future challenges. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
យើងអាស៊ានត្រូវបន្តប្រពៃណីដ៏ល្អនេះទៅមុខទៀតដើម្បីអាស៊ានក្នុងពិភពលោកមួយថ្មីប្រកបទៅដោយវិបុលភាពនិងសុភមង្គលក្នុងទិវាដ៏វិសេសវិសាលនេះតាំងនាមឲ្យប្រជាពលរដ្ឋកម្ពុជាទូទាំងប្រទេសនិងក្នុងនាមខ្លួនខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់ខ្ញុំសូមចូលរួមអបអរសាទរខួបទី50នៃការបង្កើតសហគមន៍អាស៊ានជាយូអាស៊ាន
Saya Joko Widodo, Presiden Republik Indonesia, mengucapkan selamat ulang tahun ASEAN ke-50. Bersama Indonesia, ASEAN kuat. Bersama ASEAN, Indonesia maju.
สาธารณรัฐประชาธิปไตยประชาชนลาวมีความภาคภูมิใจเป็นอย่างยิ่งที่เป็นส่วนหนึ่งของครอบครัวอาเซียนนับแต่สปป.ลาวเขาเป็นสมาชิกในปี1997อาเซียนได้กลายเป็นเสาค้ำหนึ่งที่สำคัญในนโยบายต่างประเทศของตนซึ่งแสดงออกในตลอดระยะ20 ปีที่ผ่านมานั้นสปป.ลาวได้เคลื่อนไหวเวียงงานอาเซียนอย่างตั้งหน้าและได้ปฏิบัติพันธะต่างๆของตนอันได้นำผลประโยชน์มาสู่ประเทศชาติและป่าชนลาวสบายดีอาเซียน
Penubuhan ASEAN ini adalah satu kejayaan besar bagi rantau Asia Tenggara. Apatah lagi ahenda saya, Allahyarham Tun Abdul Razak merupakan salah seorang daripada 5 pengasasnya yang menandatangani deklarasi Bangkok. Sesungguhnya komited ingin melihat rakyat Malaysia berbangga untuk mengakui bahawa diri mereka adalah warga ASEAN. Selamat menyambut Hari ASEAN.
Heroes come in different forms and shapes. They can be individuals who inspire others to take action, seizing the moment to effect change today for tomorrow. Individuals who take pains in creating something better for future generations, putting aside differences to come together as one. Individuals whose initiatives have brought change in their respective communities, channeling excellence every step of the way. These modern-day heroes of ASEAN are continuing the vision of our forefathers in paving the road for a better tomorrow today.
Ngayon, gugulin mo ng tama't mahusay. Bawat saglit at sandali, magsikap ka't magpunyagi, maging aral bawat mali.
Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, just call me up and you know I'll always be there.
Ituring mo kahapoy waring panaginip lang. Ang bukas pang tao, yang ganda'y sa isip lang. Kung bawat ngayon mo sa'yo ay laging sulit lang, kay ganda ng buhay.
I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I have you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
Presenting the ASEAN Biodiversity Heroes from Brunei Darussalam, the Kingdom of Cambodia, the Republic of Indonesia, the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Malaysia, the Union of Myanmar, Republic of the Philippines, the Republic of Singapore, the Kingdom of Thailand, and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, our ASEAN Biodiversity Heroes.
True colors, that's why I have you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
represented by me and you. Take a slide in the slope. Take a look in the kaleidoscope. Spin around, make it twirl in this kaleidoscope world. So many faces, so many races, different voices and different choices. And some are mad while others laugh, but some live alone with no better half. And others grieve while others curse, and some hide behind a big black hearse. And some are pure and some half-bred, and some are sober and some are wasted. Some are rich because of fate, and some are poor with no food on their plate. And some stand out while others blend, and some are fat and stout while some are thin. And some are friends and some are foes, and some have some have both.
The ASEAN Rice Science and Technology Ambassadors from the Kingdom of Cambodia, the Republic of Indonesia, the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Malaysia, the Union of Myanmar, the Republic of the Philippines, the Republic of Singapore, the Kingdom of Thailand, and Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Once again, our ASEAN Rice Science and Technology Ambassadors.
Take a look at the kaleidoscope, spin around, make it twirl in this kaleidoscope world. Kaleidoscope world, in this kaleidoscope world. You could go the distance, you could go the mile, you could go straight through hell with a smile. You could be a hero, you could be the gold, breaking all the records that you never thought you could break.
Do it for your people, do it for your pride. How you gonna know if you never even try? Do it for your country, do it for your name, 'cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you burn with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name, and you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
2017 ASEAN Youth Social Entrepreneurship Awardees from Brunei Darussalam, the Kingdom of Cambodia, the Republic of Indonesia, the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Malaysia, the Union of Myanmar, Republic of the Philippines, the Republic of Singapore, the Kingdom of Thailand, and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, the 2017 ASEAN Youth Social Entrepreneurship Awardees.
is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes mine. This is the moment, my final test. Was destiny beckon, I never reckoned second best. And I won't look down, and I will not fall, 'cause this is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment of all the odds, and this day or never, I'll sit forever gone. When I look back, I will always recall, moment from moment, this is the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
Congratulations to all our ASEAN heroes. This is indeed the moment, the greatest moment of them all. And with that, let us continue to watch and listen to the messages of our ASEAN leaders on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of ASEAN.
အာဆီယံအဖွဲ့ကြီးရဲ့နှစ်50ပြည့်နှစ်ပတ်လည်နေ့မှာအခုလိုနှုတ်ဆက်စကားပြောကြားခွင့်ရတဲ့အတွက်အထူးပဲဝမ်းမြောက်ဂုဏ်ယူမိပါတယ်။ပြီးခဲ့တဲ့နှစ်ပေါင်း50ရဲ့အတွေ့အကြုံတွေအပေါ်အခြေခံပြီးတိုးတက်ပြောင်းလဲနေတဲ့ကမ္ဘာအခြေအနေများကြားမှာအာဆီယံအဖွဲ့ကြီးကိုရှင်သန်ထက်မြက်တဲ့အဖွဲ့အစည်းကြီးအဖြစ်ရပ်တည်သွားနိုင်ဖို့ဆက်လက်ကြိုးပမ်းသွားမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်။အာဆီယံပြည်သူများအားလုံးပျော်ရွှင်ချမ်းမြေ့ကြပါစေ။မင်္ဂလာပါအာဆီယံ
The Philippines is truly blessed to chair ASEAN on its milestone year, the commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the establishment of a regional association. I am humbled and proud to be in the company of friends, brothers, and sisters in ASEAN. We are all drawn here today to reaffirm our commitment to an ASEAN that works to effect positive change in the lives of our people. Mabuhay ang ASEAN.
For 50 years, ASEAN has fostered peace and stability in the region. This enabled ASEAN countries to focus on development and uplift the people's lives. We've also promoted regional integration. ASEAN member countries have made common cause on the global stage, expanding their political and economic space. May ASEAN continue to thrive and shine in the world. Happy 50th birthday, ASEAN.
ตลอดระยะเวลา 50 ปีที่ผ่านมาประเทศสมาชิกอาเซียนได้จับมือกันมั่นร่วมคิดร่วมทำร่วมแก้ปัญหาเพื่อการพัฒนาอย่างยั่งยืนของภูมิภาคและในวันนี้ทุกประเทศยังคงยึดมั่นในวิสัยทัศน์ที่จะร่วมกันขับเคลื่อนผลักดันอาเซียนให้เป็นประชาคมแห่งโอกาสเป็นประชาคมที่มีประชาชนเป็นศูนย์กลางไม่ทิ้งใครไว้ข้างหลังเพื่อวันนี้และอนาคตของลูกหลานสืบไปสวัสดีอาเซียน
Ngày 8 tháng 8 năm 2017, 630 triệu người dân Đông Nam Á của chúng ta đã chính thức chào đón thời khắc vàng kỷ niệm 50 năm hình thành nhân dịp lễ kỷ niệm vàng ASEAN. Xin chúc tất cả chúng ta, các nước thành viên và công dân cộng đồng ASEAN tiến bước mạnh mẽ trên con đường xây dựng cộng đồng đoàn kết ngày càng phát triển vì hòa bình và thịnh vượng. Xin chào ASEAN.
There is nothing permanent in this world except change. As we continue to seek change, we evolve, we improve, we learn, we progress. With progress comes modernity. But we never fail to always look back at where we came from, how we started. As we celebrate this golden milestone, we are reminded that even at 50 years, there is still a lot to look forward to, much to aspire for, and many generations to inspire. Our goal to constantly keep the lines of communication, cooperation, and coordination open between member states has produced a competitive, global, and dynamic ASEAN. Soaring high towards the future, we are what we are now because of our past. Ladies and gentlemen, Ginintuang ASEAN, Golden ASEAN.
Sabihin na natin may ilang pong taon ako nangangalahati. Nangangalahati lang ako. Natagpuan ko na rin ang hinanap ng buhay. At yun sa piling mo lang ito nabubuo. Nangangalahati. Nangangalahati lang ako. Dating bihira, ngayon'y pangkaraniwan. At di ko na pati ang pagkukulang. May kaisang dibdib ang dating pira-piraso. Halos puno lagi ang baso ng mundo. Sa kalagitnaan ng bawat pag-uwi, napapangiti ako sa aking pananapik. Nangangalahati. Nangangalahati lang ako. Natagpuan ko na rin ang hangarin sa buhay. At yun sa piling mo lang ito nabubuo. Nangangalahati. Nangangalahati lang ako. Dating bihira, ngayon'y pangkaraniwan. Di ko na batid ang pagkukulang. May kaisang dibdib ang dating pira-piraso. Halos puno lagi ang baso ng mundo. Dating bihira, ngayon'y pangkaraniwan. Di ko na batid ang pagkukulang. May kaisang dibdib ang dating pira-piraso. Halos puno lagi ang baso ng mundo. Nangangalahati. 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 Nangangalahati lang ako.
Wala yung monitor, may monitor ba? May monitor ba?
Let's give the ASEAN foreign ministers and heads of delegation a big round of applause. Thank you, Your Excellencies, for taking part in that production number. Reaching 50 years is a tremendous feat. A vision that started with just a handful of individuals is now an inclusive, thriving, and dynamic network ready to engage the entire world. Truly, what lies ahead is still to be discovered, but we have the founding fathers of ASEAN to serve as our guide and show us the way.
My grandfather inspires me a lot on how we have to respect people and family. He's a family man. He always have us with him even during his busy time. And at that time, I was still young. And I'm very often around him also, even though he has to receive a couple of important peoples. And I like to eavesdrop. I like to listen to what he say, how he talks. And that's really inspires me. If my grandfather was still here, he would be very, very pleased on the progress of ASEAN, what it has accomplished and has achieved. His vision for ASEAN, it was for peace, for economic growth, for cultural development. This was his vision for ASEAN.
I think he wanted for us to work together. He was a great believer in developing, friendship, cooperation. He wanted to have a close relationship, personal relationship, with all the leaders, especially the 5 founding fathers of ASEAN. And by doing what he did, he planted the seeds of future ASEAN that today we stand to benefit from it. I could still recollect that he was very excited about it. You could see that he knew that this was the genesis of something very, very exciting for the entire region.
Grandpa was a quiet man. He showed his example by doing, not by talking, by establishing relations with many countries, having good relations with the heads of state, heads of government of the countries he was assigned to, interacting very effectively with the cabinet, ensuring that we can have a very effective organization called ASEAN here in the heart of Southeast Asia, which now is probably one of the top 5 economies of the world. I think grandfather had the sense that one day ASEAN will become a great institution. I think what Mr. Ramos sees for the Philippines, he sees at a greater level for ASEAN, an independent gathering of 10 nations interacting economically and proving that Southeast Asians can be the best in the world as an independent economy. So I think he saw ASEAN in the future as a larger Philippines of people with shared heritage, shared bloodlines, working together to make Southeast Asia one of the most progressive areas in the whole of the world.
When ASEAN began, the 5 leaders of the country realized that they must come to know each other. They must develop friendship, mutual trust, and a willingness to understand each other's point of view and interest. And I saw for myself at the UN how, over time, the 5 ASEAN foreign ministers became really close friends and trusted one another. So the ASEAN journey succeeded partly because these remarkable people who hardly knew each other at the beginning became friends, became allies, and became partners devoted to that vision. If Mr. Rajaratnam were alive today, he would be so happy with the success of ASEAN.
Dr. Thanat's vision for ASEAN, he would like the members of ASEAN to unite together and in economy, social, and cultural. So Dr. Thanat, he was quite busy. I observe his movement, his thinking, about ASEAN, that he would like the people in this region to be happy, to be safe, and to be strong. He would like to see the ASEAN getting stronger, and the people in this area be more, have a lot of freedom, independence, and have a good livelihood and work together closely.
Yes, what a journey it has truly been, beginning with the singular vision of 5 individuals to a celebration of 50 years. And we still have more to achieve in the next 50 years to come. We shall now present plaques and posthumous awards to the descendants or representatives of the Founding Fathers. The plaque reads, "The Association of Southeast Asian Nations Tribute to the Founding Father. In recognition of his historic role in the establishment of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, on 8 August 1967. For his progressive vision of a region that exemplifies the enduring strength of amity and cooperation towards the attainment of common aspirations of sustained economic growth, shared prosperity, social progress, and for his vigorous promotion of our cherished ideals of peace, freedom, social justice, and economic well-being. For his pioneering efforts towards maintaining regional peace, security, stability, and for steadfastly promoting the valued principles of sovereignty, equality, territorial integrity, non-interference, consensus, and unity in diversity, democracy, rule of law and governance, respect for and protection of human rights and fundamental freedoms in the relation between states, and for his exceptional contributions to the building of a rules-based, people-oriented, and people-centered ASEAN that works to effect positive change in the lives of our peoples and is a model for a regional organization that is proactive, relevant, and transformative. Given this 8th day of August 2017 in Manila, Philippines. The posthumous award states, "Be it known to all men by these presents that I, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, President of the Philippines, by virtue of the powers vested in me by law, have caused to be inscribed in the roster of the Order of Lahandula, the name of the Founding Father with the rank of Supremo, done in the city of Manila this 8th day of August in the year of our Lord 2017. To commemorate this joyous occasion, may we invite the ASEAN foreign ministers and the ASEAN Secretary General on stage for the official family photo.
Your Excellencies, please face the camera and give us your warmest smiles. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
May we call on the President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, to join the ministers and Secretary General on stage.
Your Excellencies, please face the camera and give us your warmest smiles. 1, 2, 3.
With that, we shall proceed to the presenting of the award and plaque. Representing Tanat Koman of Thailand, Amarin Koma. Representing Adam Malik of Indonesia, Salmaini Malik. Representing Tun Abdul Razak of Malaysia, Dato Ahmad Johari bin Abdul Razak. Representing S. Rajaratnam of Singapore, Ambassador Tommy Koh. And representing Narciso Ramos of the Philippines, former President Fidel V. Ramos. On the occasion of the 50th anniversary of ASEAN, we are extremely honored to have in attendance the former ASEAN Secretary Generals. We would like to take this opportunity to capture this moment by inviting on stage former Secretary General Ong Keng Yong from Singapore. And former Secretary General Rodolfo Severino Jr. from the Republic of the Philippines.
Your Excellencies, please face the camera and give us your warmest smiles. One, two, three.
Please give a warm round of applause for the former ASEAN Secretary Generals and the descendants and representatives of the ASEAN Founding Fathers. At this point of the program, may we invite on stage all invited foreign ministers and heads of delegation to commemorate our coming together, exemplifying and embodying the ASEAN Summit Chairmanship vision of partnering for change, engaging the world.
Your Excellencies, please face the camera and give us your warmest smiles. One, two, three. Another picture. One, two, three.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. And now to introduce our guest of honor and keynote speaker. Once again, Alan Peter S. Cayetano, Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Republic of the Philippines.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. Thank you for your courtesy. Your Excellencies, foreign ministers of other ASEAN member states, ASEAN regional forum ministers and other forum ministers, Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, Vice President Maria Leonora Robredo, Senate President Aquilino Pimentel and the members of the Senate, former President Fidel B. Ramos, sir, Foreign Minister kay Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano and his lady, Executive Secretary Salvador Mijaldia and his wife, the members of the Cabinet, the distinguished members of the House of Representatives, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. At 8 o'clock this morning, the Philippines greeted the region with the simultaneous blowing of horns by our sea vessels. The sound that resonated across all Philippine ports reminded us all that there is much to celebrate in this historic day. That sound reminds us of the peace, progress, and togetherness we have enjoyed in the last half-century. Not long ago, the uncertainty that faced the region was unsettling. In the 1960s, lines were drawn. In the Cold War, we did not need nor want. Ideological fissures divided our nations, and it appeared that discord and threats were a brewing, a perfect storm in Southeast Asia. To be sure, there was whatever attempts to build a viable intergovernmental organization for all regions. but efforts did not prosper until 5 men of vision and wisdom were drawn together. They were convinced that by transformative powers of cooperation and dialogue, and that they were also of the need to protect our nations and the effects of regional and global political, geopolitical shifts. They knew that they had to work together closely to advance our own values and interests. In signing of the 1967 Bangkok Declaration was the culmination of their efforts. And establishment of the Association of Asian Nations, the Southeast Asian nations, began our journeys together in ASEAN's region. Our guideposts were also the time-honored principles of non-interference and decision-making through consultation and consensus. That is why the ASEAN way that propelled our region toward a path of greater peace and progress and prosperity of our peoples because of these endeavors. Since then, the number of travelers on this Asian journey has grown into a united fellowship of 10 ASEAN member states. Truth to be told, while there was a pessimism of ASEAN at the outset, but together we prevailed. We proved that we share in this more valuable than our differences. We proved that our diversity is a strength rather than a weakness. We proved that regionalism developed at our own pace and under our own terms and with our values can work. We are stronger, more vibrant, and more robust as the ASEAN community. Today, 50 years hence, we remain firmly convinced that we will prevail against the new and emerging challenges we now face as an ASEAN community. As we stand at the center of the future of ASEAN Pacific region, we remember our responsibility to fully realize the dreams and aspirations of our peoples. We want a region that is secure, where our peoples can live without fear from the lawless elements and the debilitating effects of corruption and transnational crimes. We want a region that is stable, where democratic institutions work, where nations regard each other with mutual respect and understanding, and while the rule of law reigns supreme in the relations between states. We want a region that is sustainable and inclusive in its growth, where no one is left behind and everyone has the opportunity for their potentials. It is a journey that continues as we seek to engage with our neighbors positively in dialogue partnerships that continue to grow. As we move forward, we must express our gratitude to those who have dared to dream of the impossible and made this real for us. On this day, therefore, we pay tribute to the founding fathers whose patriotism went beyond borders and whose idealism drew our nations and our peoples closer together. With their legacy, they deserve a special praise in our shared history. They deserve to be remembered in our collective memories. they deserve our applause. We also recognize the heroes of ASEAN, whose pioneering works have contributed to the development of our region. They have come from various fields: biodiversity conservation and protection, youth entrepreneurship, and research and development in rice science and technology. Their achievements augur well for our future. We must continue to nurture both talent and genius harnessed for the greater common good. The success is ASEAN's success. We hope that with our young heroes, many more will be inspired to follow their footsteps and contribute further to the growth of our region. Let us never forget, individual success is desirable, but collective achievements have positively impact lives that is most ideal. This too must be the ASEAN way. With ASEAN peoples at the core of our pursuit of lasting peace and security, economic prosperity, and continued cultural development, we must endeavor to do more. Prosperity should not be the right of just a chosen few. It must be a blessing enjoyed by all. As ASEAN governments work to achieve the enabling environmental for businesses to thrive, I call on our private sector to play a bigger role in spurring and sustaining growth. Public-private partnership must be harnessed fully to lift our peoples from poverty. Indeed, the ASEAN Business Advisory Council's Alliance for Prosperity for All is showing how the inclusive business model can help achieve growth of our MSMEs and our peoples in the grassroots. At the same time, we must take a serious look at the economic integration. ASEAN has a bigger stake than any other part of the world in standing up against protectionism and securing the rules of the game in the international trade. The Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP, will provide further impetus to our efforts. Negotiations should conclude swiftly, as we decided by RCEP leaders in 2016. Reminded that the Trans-Pacific, it was a dream, is no longer there. Certainly, the work will continue to proceed for all of us. Over the past 8 months, the Philippines, as chair of the ASEAN this year, has engaged the ASEAN member states, our dialogue partners, and the larger community of nations. Our meetings and commemorative activities will build on our prior accomplishments. They will also build up the momentum for Philippines ASEAN chairmanship. Allow me at this point to thank all of our members for their valuable support and active participation. The Philippines will continue to work closely with all stakeholders in the ASEAN to achieve what we set out. An ASEAN that is proactive, relevant, and transformative. Today marks a genuine milestone in our region and our peoples. 50 years of ASEAN gives us reason to celebrate. 50 years of ASEAN shows us there is a bright future to look forward to and to work for. As we welcome this golden occasion, the Philippines will light up in more than 70 key cities and occasions this evening. As the countries of ASEAN, we jointly celebrate our 50th anniversary in many diverse ways, but we must remain united. As we look back on the half-century of achievements, we look forward to a future of greater possibilities, knowing that together we can make our dreams real. Happy Anniversary ASEAN at maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Before our program comes to a close, we invite everyone to continue to look and move forward towards the next 50 years, to further continuous growth and cooperation, not only between member states of the ASEAN, but with other nations as well. Let us strive to bring forth one vision, one identity, one community. Ladies and gentlemen, ASEAN, O ASEAN, the ASEAN Song of Unity.
Reach out to everyone. ASEAN, oh ASEAN, let us link our hearts and send. Behold, the sun has risen to God heaven on rise. Behold, the sun has risen to God heaven
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Gininto ang ASEAN, ASEAN Gold.
Congratulations to us all and happy golden anniversary ASEAN. My name is Sam O. Good afternoon and mabuhay. May we request everyone to remain in their places as the President, the Foreign Ministers, and heads of delegation and guests of the ASEAN Summit Chairman leave the hall. Thank you.
Alis na. Pwede na. Tayo tumayo pa dyan.